Oh, we got a bigger fish. Finally.
This week on Kentucky Afield, we're taking advantage of a hot bite and fishing a farm pond for largemouth bass.
That's a pretty good fish right there.
Next, we'll check out a trapping event right here in Kentucky and find out why fur prices are going up. Then, we're taking to the field with longbeards on our mind. We're turkey hunting. It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Kentucky Afield. Every week, Kentucky Afield brings you features on hunting and fishing across the state.
What a nice fish.
It's an opportunity to hopefully get that bird in play.
Hey, we got another one over here.
There he is. Ooh, a nice one too. Boy, he's healthy.
What do we got? That was awesome. Got the first kill. Barely made it out of the field.
Got one. Big smallmouth.
Very nice.
Double point. They're in there. There they go.
Look at that joker.
Woo!
That's a good one there.
Look at that.
Whoa, this is a good one.
That's better than good, Chad.
Hello, and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. Here in the spring, a well-maintained pond may be the best fishing opportunity that can be found in the state of Kentucky. Today, right here in Henry County with a couple of my close fishing buddies. Paul, we're out here at your fishing pond. I've fished with you for years and years and years, and this pond's 15 years old, and I'm ashamed to say I've never put a line in it.
Now, it's a little smaller than Dale Hollow where we normally fish.
Yeah, it's a little smaller, but you know what? You've put the right species of fish in it, and this pond, this time of year, has trophy potential, right?
That's right. There's been some good fish caught out of here, so I hope we're gonna have a nice day.
These type of ponds, this is the time of year you catch a true giant fish. It's my favorite time to fish. Casey, I know you live close to this pond. You've probably got the most experience in fishing this pond. What do you think we can expect?
I mean, you can expect, if you don't catch a 4 or 5 pounder, you're probably doing something wrong.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it's a really good pond to fish. Like I said, I like fishing it in the summer more because of the aerators, but I mean, anytime you can come out and enjoy this.
In the summertime, when you got aerators in them, that's where they're gonna go. This time of year for me, I wanna try to find the areas that's got the most 2 to 4 feet of water on the bank that gets the most sun. So, Paul, it's your pond, pick your path. I'll follow behind you or go the other direction.
Let's make it happen.
All right, let's do it. Well, you know you're not supposed to catch a fish on your first cast. There you go. Largemouth?
Largemouth, he's healthy, but we want bigger, like all fish.
Pretty good though, right off the bat.
It's a start.
Thought I had one, a good one there, man. That thing hit and I thought, here we go. Look at that. I'm throwing the biggest bait, caught the smallest fish. I love the creek and stream and lake fish, but man, this is kind of where it all starts for 90% of the fishermen right here, pond fishing. And we're showing you exactly why this is where it starts. You pick the right time of year, the most productive and the easiest way to catch fish and trophy fish is what we're doing right here today.
Well, we found the small ones.
Yep, we're gonna find the big ones too.
I'm seeing Casey catch some fish down at the deeper end.
He's catching them down there?
I've seen a few. Casey done jumped out ahead of us. He's getting all the first fish. This cypress is starting to get some size on it.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, look at that root ball.
Wow, that's really cool.
Talk about a good place for fish to do some breeding.
Oh yeah, those bass get up in those too. To dig a pond and to kind of put some attributes in the way that you like to fish and include rock piles and ditches and certain type of trees, that's kind of every fisherman's dream, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's taken years.
You kind of got your own little smaller version of what Bill Dance has down in Tennessee. It's a really cool pond. I can't believe as many times I've been out here, I've never casted on it.
Yeah, we've hunted, we just haven't fished.
Oh, we got a bigger fish.
Finally.
There we go. Now, I don't know if that fish will make 20 inches, but I think he probably would. Looking at a pretty solid 3.5 to 4 pound fish. They've been hiding, and we've caught so many small fish. I've never fished this pond before, but I've seen pictures and I know that they're here. That's a pretty good fish right there. It's already a good day fishing.
Chad, I just got a text from Casey. He went down to the other pond. It's smaller, maybe warmed up better. He's already caught 3 nice fish in just a few minutes.
Let's go.
There's a log out here behind me, and I just threw pumpkin seed, Berkeley worm, and he almost got me wrapped around the log when we got him out. And that was a bad little fish.
Well, here we are. This is a much, much smaller pond. It's only about 300 yards away from where we were fishing. Didn't plan on fishing here today, but Casey, who fishes these ponds the most, snuck over the hillside, caught a couple fish, and I'm not that hard-headed. We'll see what they got in this little small pond. I thought it was just a bluegill pond, but apparently there's bass in it as well. There you go. That's a good fish. Two at a time. Same fish.
That's probably about, I don't know, it has to be 6 or 8 off that one tree.
There you go. You got both species. Ain't very big. Oh, he come off. I really think that big pond's 2 weeks away.
I think we were a little early.
We caught that one good-sized fish, and it really didn't have the belly that you normally get right pre-spawn. And more action in the smaller pond, which is warmer. But hey, better early and catch a couple big ones than late and catch no big ones. So thanks again, it's been great.
Yeah, great day.
Located 10 miles west of Henderson, Kentucky is where you can find SLU's Wildlife Management Area. This WMA consists of 6 tracts that add up to over 11,000 acres, with a lot of hunting and fishing and wildlife viewing opportunities. This Wildlife Management Area is one of the biggest WMAs in the state. The SLUs offer an excellent waterfowl hunting opportunity and is recognized nationally as an important birding area by the National Audubon Society and is considered a high priority area by Ducks Unlimited. The WMA hosts up to 40,000 geese and 30,000 ducks annually. This management area offers 12 boat ramps along the Grassy Pond, Honey Cypress, Middle Slough, Front Slough, and Pond Creek areas. Remember that wildlife management area users must abide by the Kentucky hunting, trapping, and fishing regulations. Also keep in mind that regulations on WMAs often differ from statewide regulations, so be sure to review your hunting guide or website for the specific WMA you're hunting. For more information about this WMA or the latest regulations and restrictions that pertain to it, please visit our website at FW.KY.GOV or call 1-800-858-1549.
Trapping should be part of any land management plan, and fur prices are starting to make a comeback, and you'll never guess what's driving it.
We're here today in Beechmont, Kentucky for the annual fur sale. It's a fur auction, and we have trappers from all over the state of Kentucky, plus we've got some trappers from Tennessee, Indiana, I think one from Arkansas and one from Alabama. So we've got trappers from all over that have come, and this is an opportunity for them to market their furs. The fur market right now is a little bit down, but we have some strong points in the fur market right now. The bobcat, the beaver, otters, and that are pretty strong. Skunks are strong, believe it or not. This fur market, it's starting to gradually improve. We lost a lot of the fur market during COVID because of supply chains and the inability of buyers to travel internationally, and that's starting to improve. It's starting to get better as far as the fur market goes. This particular sale, this auction that we have today, the trappers bring in their furs, they're assigned lot numbers, and their furs are graded according to species and size and color and quality and so forth. You'll see a lot of very, very well-handled fur here. Some of our Kentucky trappers and our members are some of the best fur handlers any place. So our fur is in strong demand as raw fur goes.
I'm certainly happy to be here again and happy for the United Trappers to sponsor this fur sale. This is the third or fourth annual event here by Brandon Bays and his group of supporters, so it's been a tremendous sale so far, and certainly a much needed thing to have in support of the trappers. And I'm so glad that beaver prices have gone up from what they were at the first sale, considerably more money per fur, and it's definitely needed to pay for the expenses and get some benefit for the trappers that love this sport.
Once the furs are graded and they go down the line, they hit the auction blocks. The auctioneer auctions off each lot of fur, and then each trapper picks up part of a triplicate sheet to cash in with the buyer. They go to the trapper, and then they go also to the association for record keeping. And then we charge a modest 5% commission, which most often covers our expenses on putting the sale on. We put the sale on not to make money, but to provide a market for our trappers.
As I've told many people, these trappers are just modern day Daniel Boones because they do a remarkable job of trapping, and serves a tremendous service for the farmers, the property owners, to save their timber. As we've mentioned numerous times, there are just hundreds and thousands of acres of crops and timberland that gets ruined every year due to the beavers. And we're not wanting to exterminate the beavers by any stretch of the imagination, but just like all methodical hunting and proper planning, it's just a control mechanism for the beavers.
We'll have well over 1,000 beaver here and umpteen other furs, so it's going to be one of the biggest sales in the eastern United States. It may be the biggest by the time this thing all runs through, so we're really excited about that. The beaver market right now is pretty strong compared to what it was. A couple years ago, they were just probably a $9, $10 average, and now they're up to a $35, $40 average with some highs going into the 50s. One reason for that actually happens to be the Yellowstone TV program. Everybody is buying these Western hats, and that's what they're made from, is from beaver. The pelt is ground up and made into like a fiber of sorts, and it's mixed with an adhesive and coloring and that sort of thing, and they're made into these hats.
13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 16, 17, 17, 18, 17, 18.
Buyers have different interests in different furs. Some of them specialize just in raccoon, some of them specialize just in beaver, but most of them will buy just about any fur as long as they can develop a decent market for it. Some of the buyers have brokers which buy in bulk, and they in turn sell to manufacturers for garment making. Garments are a big thing: vests, coats, gloves, hats, muffs, mittens, things like that. And also the novelty part of the fur business is pretty big too. And another thing our association tries to do, the United Trappers of Kentucky, we like to bring new people into the activity.
What I like about trapping is that it can help manage wildlife. You can put it up and sell it. It's a very enjoyable experience and helps keep wildlife maintained.
Whether they're youngsters or adults, just get new people in. We want to sustain this activity. It's something that we really love. It's a heritage. It's a great activity. It's a great outdoor form of recreation at a time of the year when there isn't a whole lot else. As a Trappers Association, we also stress that every one of these critters we catch is a blessing of sorts. And these critters were put here for us to have dominion over and to use responsibly. And so we consider ourselves a conservation organization. We teach the wise use, the best use possible of all these species. So we teach our trappers the fur handling, and creating the best quality pelt is actually a way of honoring each animal that we're able to harvest. It enhances our activity in the public eye. They know that we're not wasting this critter. We're doing it to use that critter in a good way.
If you ask any experienced hunter, they'll tell you that it's hard to call a gobbler through a fence. So this season, if you're hunting a farm that has a fence line and you have permission to hunt both sides, maybe set up close.
We've made it to the ridge top of this place we're hunting. We're kind of in the knobs of Nelson County. We're going to sit down here and try to find out where these turkeys are at. We scouted this place a little bit a couple weeks ago. And right where we're sitting, there was a bunch of turkey scratchings and droppings, but I had no idea where they're roosting. But hopefully we'll get some action here in a minute. Deer, right here. Coming right at us. The hen right there. We just got the decoys set out, and we're in a location where any turkey that comes into this field should be able to see this decoy. We have not heard a gobble yet this morning, but we know there are turkeys here. This is about the time of day they normally start separating out again, and that gives you the best chance of calling one in. We got a turkey straight across the field, probably 150 yards. Here comes another one. We got two turkeys. These look like jakes. They're coming straight out in the field right here. Here comes another one. A third turkey just came into the field. I think we've got three jakes. We've got one on the left and we've got two on the right. They're making their way across this field. I know they're gonna come over here. Here comes another turkey. Looks to me like we've got three jakes in a hen. Here they come, right here, coming right at us. I've got two jakes in range right now. Let's let this play out and see what happens. They're curious. They're gonna come around. Here they come. They're coming right to us. I mean, right to us. We've got a turkey right in front of us and a turkey about 10 yards behind us, staring us down. We're actually in between the turkeys and the decoy. Man, we were locked down. We had two jakes. Decided to pass, but that's awesome. That's why you come out. The close encounters are super, super exciting. There's a coyote all the way in the far corner, coming out there in the field right there. Watching wildlife's always fun, but when you're on a turkey hunt and a coyote shows up, It's not necessarily a good thing. That Cody just caught something, a mouse or something. And he's eating it right now. Not paying much attention to our decoys. I think it's because he's got a full belly. So we hunted here this morning and we saw some jakes and never heard a gobble. We had a game plan set for this afternoon hunt. It was walking in. And before entering the field, I'll make sure I scan it as good as I can. Up there in the corner, through a tree, I see a black dot. And we start looking at it and it goes into full strut. We got our decoys set up, backed off. We're gonna try to call this turkey in. It's probably about 250 yards right now. Finally got this gobbler to sound off. First gobbler we've heard yet. Hopefully we can get it to come to us. Problem is, a hen has popped out on the other side of the field, so we got a little competition from the real thing. We gotta hope our decoy and our calling sounds a little better than that hen right there. There he goes again. He's gobbling like crazy, but I really don't think he's interested in that hen. He's paying more attention to us. That turkey's coming our way, but he just went in the woods. Here he is, right here. Now he's coming to the right. He's up there. He's about 100 out right now. Here he comes. He's coming down the hill. He's going to come to us. Wow, this was the craziest hunt. It took more patience than maybe any turkey hunt I've been on. Let's go see what we got. There he is. Oh my God. I tell you what, beautiful bird. Got a big thick beard on it. Some pretty impressive hooks on it too. Such an awesome hunt. Really, really excited to be able to get this bird because this was a solid 3 hours of watching this bird work. And lo and behold, he wasn't coming through this field. This bird decided it was going to come in and sneak in and get a better look at that Jake decoy through the woods. And that's exactly what he did.
Now let's check in and see who else has been out having fun in this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Check out these two impressive bass that were caught by Owen Meredith on Lake Cumberland. Nice job. Here we have Carson Sears from Logan County who took this nice turkey on the opening morning of youth turkey season. Congratulations. Check out this limit of striper that was caught by Derek Chapman on Lake Cumberland. Nice job. Check out this 3-pound crappie that was caught on Lake Barkley by Tristan Bladden. Nice fish. Here we have 8-year-old Avery Cantrell with a Jake taken on the opening morning of the youth season in Harrison County. Nice job.
Jeffrey Wells headed out to Barren River Lake to catch some crappie, but he said they were slow, so he decided to bass fish instead. Nice decision. Joshua Allen was using a crankbait when he caught this nice smallmouth bass at Lake Cumberland. Congratulations. Here we have Alex Hilton, who is proudly showing off his first turkey ever. Congratulations. Here we have Sarah Bowen with a nice 12-inch crappie that she caught at Dewey Lake in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Nice job. It's an exciting time of year here in Kentucky. Our spring turkey season is now in, so be safe and good luck. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water.
Hello, I'm Chad Miles. Did you know that when you buy a fishing license, it does more than provide summertime fun?
That's nice.
It produces millions of fish that are stocked in our waterways. It constructs new opportunities for boat ramps and public access. It provides new sustainable habitats for our native fish. It creates quality fishing opportunities close to home. It helps protect our home waters. And it makes for a better, more beautiful bluegrass for all that live here. The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. It's more than just a fishing license.